In October of 2020, Minecraft 1.17, the Caves and Cliffs update was revealed, and they announced many features such as new generation, new caves, and the Warden, archaeology, and many more. And today, I will be ranking all of these features that were announced from best to worst. So, let's get right into it. So first up, we have amethyst blocks. Wait, oh, I think this is all amethyst, so including the other, like, shards. So amethyst would be, I would say it's an A tier because you can make spyglasses, you can make tons of stuff, you could make, well, not that many stuff. It's a decent building block, and I like the sound with it. Oh yes, new one, calibrated skulk sensor, pretty cool. Axolotls, well, that's an S tier. Whether you like it or not, this is one of the best because they are so cute. They're axolotls. They're just cool. Azalea, flowering azalea, whatever. This is a B tier. No, maybe it's an A tier. Flowers are nice. The trees are decent, but the leaves on those trees are really good, I would say. Like, also these things come in, mobs can't go over these, so the bushes, so I'd say they're pretty good. Well, archaeology is pretty cool. I'd put this in A tier. I'd say it's in B tier because it's not that cool. It's just another, actually A tier because it's another way to get loot other than chests and killing mobs. So the bundle is an S tier because the bundle is the bundle. We need early game shulker boxes basically. They're not even shulker boxes. They can only fit a stack of items. But let's say you have one flower blossom, spore blossom, and like an azalea bush. You could just put it all in there, which is super cool. Candles. Candles is one of those things that are very forgettable. They're like, well, I guess they're a light source, so I'd put in A tier, but they're kind of forgettable. They're just candles. You need honey, but that's not that bad. But we don't use these a lot, I would say, unless you do. But I don't personally use these a lot. And well, next up we have pots. Pots. I would unfortunately have to put this in B tier. They don't do anything, the pots that came out in 1.20. So I would just have to say it's not that useful, not that cool. Oxidized copper is maybe top of B tier. Just a building block. Same with normal copper. Just maybe not as good because orange. I feel like orange, we have less orange blocks. Raw copper ore is also pretty bad. When I see copper, maybe I'll take it, but the only reason for that is because I'm a builder more. So I would have to put that over there at middle to end of B tier. And this, I'm guessing, is the world. Wait, what is this? Is that a warden? That is a warden, but the warden's over here. So I think this is the world extension, which is cool, but I would have to put it in like bottom of A tier. I like it. More deep slate is always better, but for a strip mine you have to go so deep underground, and I don't really like them. So it just has to stay there. Deep slate is super cool, easy S tier as a builder. This is useful, like the most useful thing ever. You could build with this all the time. And it's deep slate. I don't know what much more to say about it. Dripstone caves. So the dripstone caves are pretty cool, but they spawn too much copper. So I would have to put it maybe, well, it's like one of the better ways to get dripstone, other than like the wandering trader, the weird scammer guy. So I put it in middle of A tier. Glow squids. Glow squids. Not a very useful feature, so C tier, not very useful. Glowberries are good decoration, but a decent light. I don't think they're that good, but they're not very good food source, so I'd have to put it in B tier, just like right here in B tier. Goats are cool, but they don't do enough. Goat horns are cool, but they're one of those other useless things, I feel like. A lot of useless things and really good things, so I'd have to go in B tier. Lightning rods are useful, so your builds don't just get burnt down, so I'd put this in A tier, maybe around here in A tier. And this is the Lush Cave. Lush Caves are about here because they have the flowering azaleas and they're super cool. And they emit light, and with the new mob spawning thing at light level. Oh wait, this is mob spawning at light level 0, I think. Because I could see the torch. Or whatever, I'll just both put them in A tier. Both of these will be there. Lush Cave right here, and moss. Moss is cool. Moss is better than this because you could get moss from that. Well, moss if you bone meal moss, you could get flowering azalea, so that's pretty cool. New caves, and I'm guessing build limit extension is S tier. Those things was better than the bundle. Those things, the mountains, so you could get so much iron in these mountains, and also like the deep dark is high chance under it, and the fact that these mountains also look so cool, I love it. New caves. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I guess it has to be an A tier at least. Maybe bottom of A tier. I don't love the new caves. Sure, they're easier to find diamonds and everything, but they also did the ore exposure rule, so I'm not sure. And these caves are massive, and I don't really like dealing with a bunch of mobs. Unless that refers to aquifers, but I don't really like those in Bedrock that much, because there's no doors, so you can't breathe underwater that easily. But that's not that as bad, but whatever. This thing, the calibrator, whatever. It spreads. It's a cool idea. I guess I'll put an S tier. S tier is like an XP on demand thing. I guess I'll put it here. Wait, copper rod. Yeah, I put it here. Spore blossoms is another one of those things that I like so much, but thing is, it's not that useful anymore, because the idea of the particles is super cool, but when we have cherry leaves, it doesn't matter anymore. Whatever these two things, the dripstone thing, they're just both right here. Stalactite, whatever the other one was. They're just better than the dripstone caves, because you could make lava farms with them, you could make traps. They're cool. Spyglass is useful if you don't have Optifine or Bedrock Gang, so I'd put it in S tier. It's not too hard to get, and yeah, it's just that. And it's a good use of the new blocks, copper and amethyst, which are not too hard to get. The warden. The warden is scary. I've never went to an ancient city before and never encountered a warden before, so I can't say much. So I just drop him in way tier, middle of A tier, bottom of A tier. Skulk sensor is great for redstone, like whatever, it just senses wireless redstone. So I guess I'll put it in S tier. Well, I've never used it, so it's not useful enough, so maybe I'll put it, or I haven't used it, so I guess I'll put it here. So now here's the S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and well, there is no D tier, so I'll be deleting that. And thanks for watching. Don't forget Discord, link in the description.